Good morning students, this is Harveer, your English teacher. Hope you people are doing well. So, today we are going to start with the new chapter, Footprints Without Feet, from your book Footprints Without Feet. So, this chapter is an extract from novel An Invisible Man. An Invisible Man is written by H.G. Wells. H.G. Wells was an English writer, prolific in many genres. He wrote dozens of novels, short stories, and work on social commentary, biography, autobiography, and science fiction. This novel, An Invisible Man, is also a work of science fiction. H.G. Wells is also known as father of science fiction. So, what happened in the story is
there were two boys inside the house in London. Those two boys watched in surprise as muddy footprints suddenly appeared out of nowhere. As they watched, another footprint suddenly appeared. Curious, they decided to follow the footprints. However, as they followed, the footprints grew fainter and finally disappeared. There was a simple explanation for the mystery of footprints. The footprints belonged to Griffin, a scientist who had discovered a way to make his body invisible. After carrying out multiple experiments, Griffin found a pill which successfully made his body invisible. This means he could not be seen by other people when he was not wearing clothes. Now, Griffin, though smart, was a criminal. He set fire to his landlord's house just because the landlord wanted him to leave the house. He then ran to avoid being caught. This shows his cruel nature. Griffin was now homeless, without money or clothes, and he was also invisible. Even though Griffin managed to outrun the two boys, his adventures were far from over, and Griffin was without clothes. He decided to break into a store to escape the cold winter night. When the store closed, Griffin indulged himself by dressing himself in warm clothes. He got food from a nearby restaurant and wine from a grocery store. Well clothed and well fed, Griffin fell asleep in the store. He was discovered in the morning by the store assistants. The only way he could escape was to take off his new clothes and run away as fast as he could. Now he was naked in the cold winter air again. So Griffin decided to go to Drury Lane. Drury Lane housed different theatrical companies, and Griffin thought he could find clothes to disguise his face and body there. In one of the stores, he found a false nose, dark glasses, whiskers, bandages, and a large hat to disguise himself. He attacked the shopkeeper from behind to escape. He also robbed him of all his money. These incidents further emphasize his cruel and criminal nature. Griffin left London for the village of Epping. He booked 2 rooms at the village inn. Griffin's arrival was a rare event in the village. Mrs. Hall, the landlord's curious wife, tried to be friendly, but Griffin wanted to be left alone. For a short time, Griffin enjoyed a peaceful time at the inn. However, soon his stolen money ran out. Griffin had to lie to the landlord and his wife. He asked for more time. Soon after, there was a curious incident at the clergyman's house. A clergyman is a minister at a church. At dawn, the clergyman and his wife were awakened by noises from their study room. The clergyman quietly entered the room to catch the intruder, but was shocked to see the room empty. They looked everywhere but could not find anyone. However, their money was missing. That day, the landlord and his wife were surprised to see their guest's door open. Usually, Griffin kept it closed and became extremely angry at any interruptions. Today, however, the room was open and empty. The couple decided that it was the perfect time to spy on their guest. However, as they entered the room, they heard a sniff from behind them. Then a hat flew at Mrs. Hall. Finally, the bedroom chair flew from its place and rushed forward to attack the couple. Terrified, Mrs. Hall and her husband ran out of the house. Mrs. Hall was convinced that the room was haunted. The couple, however, felt that their guest was somehow responsible. Then the couple heard the news of the robbery at the clergyman's house. The very same day, Griffin gave them some money. The couple was suspicious and believed Griffin was the thief, so they called the constable and went to the guest's room. When they confronted Griffin, he was angry. Furiously, he took off his bandages. The couple was horrified to see no head on his shoulder. Just then, Mr. Jeffers, the constable, arrived. He was surprised to see that his thief was a man with no head. However, he was a dutiful man. He tried to arrest Griffin but found it increasingly difficult as Griffin started shedding his clothes. People tried to help the constable, but how do you capture an invisible man? They got hit by invisible blows and poor Jeffers was knocked unconscious. Griffin managed to get himself free since no one could lay their hands on. So now let us look at the theme of the story. The story Footprints Without Feet describes the story of a brilliant scientist, Griffin, who degenerated himself into a lawless person. Griffin discovered that the human body could become transparent and invisible, but he misused his great discovery. He did not use the power of invisibility for the welfare of society and humanity at large. He misused it to threaten, trouble, and beat innocent persons and rob them. He made illegal entries in stores and shops and stole things from there. He committed a burglary in a clergyman's house in Epping. Griffin remained invisible or unseen only when he was without clothes. If he put on clothes, he lost his invisibility and he could be seen by the people around him. So the lesson gives us a message that misuse of science and its great discoveries can make even a brilliant scientist like Griffin a monster and a threatening lawless person. Thank you.